Hey everyone, Kyle once again, and welcome back to the next episode review of Undead Girl Murder Farce, episode 10, and wow. With that ending like that, and if people have seen this episode by now, I'm like, if people have seen this episode by now, I'm saying that, there's no way that Shizuku goes out like that, right? With the ending on a cliffhanger like that, she's not dead. I'm very confident that she's not dead. If they leave it like that, I mean, come on, don't do us dirty like that to Shizuku, right? So, yeah, but episode 10 with that ending like that, regardless, it was still a really good episode though. So after picking up where the last one left off, where we're talking to the old mayor of the town, and explaining how where the waterfall is in the Fang Forest, right, where the werewolf is supposed to live, right? And then we get introduced to this other character, this golden blonde girl with glasses by the name of Alma, doing stuff with painting and stuff, right? And with this episode though, it makes me think though, because we get more of a little bit of flashbacks in black and white, right, which is a nice touch still. And how when the first of the villagers burned that pointy tower down with the werewolf mother and the kid inside, right? And then we see it with they're all skeletal remains in that burnt place. But everything that they've been explaining in this episode, am I likely to believe that are they telling lies, or is this just like making us think, trying to make us second guess ourselves, right? And that's what this episode's doing, right? Especially it is either Alma lying or whatever, and I mean, it was really kind of I would say thought provoking, but it kind of made me guess, like, oh wait, is it or no, like, yeah, it's like, it kind of makes me second guess myself in this way. And then we introduced to those two white cowboys that came in at the end of the last episode too. They just came in from the train station, and when they come in with of course with Cigar, he's eating, right, and they flip the table, and he's still eating, smiling, right. Girls like, yeah, that's typical Cigar, and they think maybe they could try to work together, and try to work together, but those two though they don't want to work with them because they say they're shitty detectives. So, and one thing leading to another, the whole thing with the girl, because with the head guy, one of the guys, the daughter who was kidnapped from before, right, and just putting all these pieces together though, and one thing leading to another is that all of a sudden when they're afterwards, after all that stuff, right, and when they're getting to go to bed, she's in her PJs, you say, and she's just standing there watching as Cigar and I have that little, like when, and from the very first episode, in exchange, kissing of the way to transfer energy and stuff like that, right? But I mean, Shizuku, she's getting jealous of that. I mean, because you see a look on her face at when she's doing, you see them doing a little tongue action as well, and also she just quickly grabs her mistress's head away from Cigar very quickly, and she goes and says, "I am not jealous." Clearly she is. She said, who says something like that is clearly are jealous. She says she's not. She clearly is, because she's standing there watching, seeing a Cigar just doing. Just the look on her face, you get a quick little. That little expression. Just she got jealous of that, clearly. And then as they're pointing out about the escape, how they escape out the window, right? And then all of a sudden they see the villagers. They're at Alma's home. They're asking what's going on, and then all of a sudden we see they're outside, right? We see from the outside window. We see her shadow silhouette, the silhouette of herself, a shadow, right? And she's like, she's freaking out, and she is the murderer, because she's saying all these things, like, we're the father of the missing girl, right? It's like, what did you do with my daughter, right? And she goes and starts shouting us, like, oh, I ate her immediately, she was delicious, and all that stuff. And the father just, his face is like, she was gonna take the gun, she was gonna shoot her, right? And we see her transform. Well, we don't know for sure, because we see her like a little bit go down below the window, right? I know it's probably 90% of people will think that she is the werewolf though, but this episode had kind of me second guessing though. But I'm more convinced that she is though. But just that other part of me is like, is she saying all this or is she really is the murderer? Because we see her like go down below the window then come back up, right? So I'm pretty sure people will say 95% will probably agree that she is the werewolf because all of a sudden we see her where she gets bigger, you know, and she comes out as this golden werewolf, right? I think where they mentioned this golden werewolf that it's like a god of werewolves, I think. But they arrive and the cowboys they come in, the small blonde cowboy girl, the cowgirl, yeah, the blonde cowgirl, shoots and they have silver bullets too, so she shoots and doesn't do anything as it runs away. Like, that was a silver bullet, it did not work. So yeah, so clearly the silver bullets don't work on werewolves, or maybe other werewolves though, but on this one they clearly didn't work. So Shizuku and they go after it, and of course the cowboys they stay behind because they don't want to work them because the blonde cowgirl says that they're shitty detectives, so they don't want to work with them, so they just stay behind. Well, at the moment. And as they race towards where the waterfall is, because that's where the waterfall, where they said that's where down below where the waterfall is, where the werewolves live, right, in the Fang Forest. So, and then you get now Cigar, we get this little quick fight. That Cigar, you know, like get a little hustle with the golden werewolf, and things is quick though. But then the werewolf bites on his ankle, and then Cigar is like smiling, like he intended to allow it to do that to him, because by doing that he allows to get like in a the werewolf in a chokehold in a way, or a submission hold, or that kind of a hold. And it's like he intended that, of course, because he knows how to think, you know. And so Shizuku comes and tries to shoot it, and then those cowboys come and try to shoot it as well. But Shizuku tells Shizuku to aim for the eyes. She misses, and then the werewolf goes for Anya inside of her birdcage, right? Tosses her, and then Shizuku just charges in, of course, without thinking though, because she'll do anything to protect her mistress, right? Jumps in, just takes her like her bayonet on her rifle, and just tosses her back to Shigaru. But then she ends up falling in, and Shigaru yells like, "Miss Shizuku!" And I'm like, ending on a cliffhanger like that when she falls on the waterfall. I'm like, no, you're not gonna do us. You're not gonna do us like that with Shizuku. No. To me, very likely that she is still alive, because she's been a very likable character. I like Shizuku, you know, a badass maid, and for her to go like that, that's like, no, that she can't go out like that. So yeah, I'm looking at that ending. I'm very, very positive she's still alive, no question about it. But the thing is, though, she may end up down there where those other werewolves are at. So, dag. You know, just... But yeah, but episode 10, another very... with that cliffhanger, was a very enjoyable episode, more on that investigation, because more how far the show has progressed, you know, from the first arc with the vampire mystery, and then the second arc with Sherlock Holmes, and then with the banquet and all that stuff, right? And now with this whole werewolf arc, it's been really good, you know. I'm really loving the show, you know. Just looking back, I'm really glad that I decided to review this series. Yeah, but just Cigar just being Cigar as usual, and with those cowboy cowgirl, you can say cowboy and cowgirl, and with Alma, you know, is she? You know, current part is guessing, yeah, is she most likely she's the werewolf, although we clearly see her freaking out. And mostly like kind of like really transformed though, but I kind of say like go down below the window a bit though, but maybe hearing her confess about the kid that was kidnapped, you know, and but all this other stuff regarding about the other child werewolf and the mother, and saying how the guy liked her even when she was pregnant with that kid, and then all of a sudden those people got out and tried to kill them, you know. But it just kind of make me second guess on certain things, you know, which not in a good way, you know, because I'm really enjoying this series. It makes me think, you know, you know, really. But yeah, I thought it was a really enjoyable episode. Still, I think once again, 10 out of 10 episode. I really loved it, and Shizuku, she's not dead. With her character, come on. So, but yeah. But it was really, I love the episode. I'm loving this series too. So. But yeah, but that's episode 10. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next one for Last Boss Queen. We'll see you next time on the next video.